GTA 6 just got some really good news about Trailer 2 and its release date possibly being revealed within the next couple of days or weeks. In fact, it was such good news that the game is even trending on social media with a lot of other major life events that are happening right now. And again, this typically happens when there's either rumors about the game. Of course, when Rockstar gave us official information and the first trailer, it was trending in essentially every category there was online. But now it's trending because fans are hopeful that the long wait for trailer number 2 and the release date could be coming to a close. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. And in this case, we know that GTA 6 is not trending because of anything that Rockstar Games has said or done online. The last couple of things they revealed haven't been all that exciting in terms of the world of Grand Theft Auto 6. This Tuesday, they announced that there was a standard Red Dead Online update. Again, that was happening on April 8th. A couple of days later, on April 10th, they announced the event week for Grand Theft Auto Online featuring the original heist. Friday, today, they kept their usual announcement schedule of posting something from Circle Loco Records and also double dipping and talking about the community series jobs that they announced the other day. So again, GTA 6 is not trending because of anything that Rockstar have decided to post themselves, of course. And the news sort of comes directly, but yet indirectly related to Grand Theft Auto 6. It comes from another sort of rival game that'll be coming out a little bit later on this year, and that is Mafia: The Old Country, which has the same publisher as GTA 6, Take-Two Interactive. They put out on social media, it's official, Mafia: The Old Country is coming to PAX East. Join us live in Boston or watch us online on May 8th for our developer panel with Hangar 13, revealing new details and exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the franchise. See you there. And there's going to be a new trailer there, and that is when they are going to get new information on the latest Mafia title. And it's because of that news right there that fans are now hopeful that Grand Theft Auto 6 will take the rest of April to sort of shine in the spotlight. Because if you think about it, Take-Two Interactive has to be careful here. They know that Grand Theft Auto 6 is the big elephant in the room. And because of that, anything that GTA 6 does is going to completely dwarf everything else. Meaning they don't want to release a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer within the same days or weeks that they're trying to promote one of their other big titles, Mafia: The Old Country. It's kind of like how we talked about other video game developers wanting to stay clear of the blast radius of when GTA 6 releases. They don't want to be coming out a couple of weeks before, and they don't want to be coming out a couple of weeks later. We'll talk about the release date towards the end of the video, but the same principle applies here. Take-Two Interactive doesn't want to cannibalize Mafia: The Old Country by putting a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer right on top of it. They know that less people would pay attention to Mafia, and more people would pay attention to Grand Theft Auto 6, of course. That's why they're putting Mafia and other games out like Borderlands, which we'll talk about in a little bit, strategically out before Grand Theft Auto 6. And on top of that, we know that Rockstar's parent company, again, Take-Two Interactive, is set to have an earnings call sometime in the month of May, and they're going to be forced to reveal what their plans are for when Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out before that date. That's when they're going to have to update their game's calendar. They literally at that point in time cannot say coming calendar year 2025 or fall 2025. They're either going to have to update it with a specific date, like they will, of course, for Mafia, or they're going to have to say the game is going to be delayed or pushed back. And speaking of Mafia: The Old Country's release date, it also gives us a good sign that Grand Theft Auto 6 is still on track for fall 2025. And I think that this post was a mistake on Take-Two Interactive's side, or it was revealed early on Steam, but according to an official post, Mafia: The Old Country is set to release on August 8th, 2025. So Take-Two Interactive has an extremely busy summer and fall ahead of them, all leading up to Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing in, I would assume, what's going to be middle to late-ish fall. Because you've got Mafia: The Old Country coming out on August 8th, 2025. You've got Borderlands 4 coming out a little over a month later on September 23rd, 2025. You've also got Mind's Eye, which is going to be a GTA 6 rival made by ex-Rockstar Games producer Leslie Benzies, coming out on June 10th, 2025, which seemingly leaves the door open perfectly for Rockstar and that October to November time period where they traditionally love releasing games. So you can really start to see how this is lining up nicely for Take-Two Interactive. They've got their still big titles coming out in August and September, but still giving them just enough time for those games to come out before Grand Theft Auto 6 ultimately drops, probably somewhere in October or November, giving plenty of time for their games to shine, but still putting GTA 6 out at the perfect time, just like they did with Red Dead Redemption 2, in time for the holiday season. It really does seem like things are shaping up quite nicely. Now, something else we can take from the leaked release date for Mafia: The Old Country, as well as when they're going to start up their marketing in the new trailer, is it looks like Take-Two Interactive is giving their games about 3 months of marketing. So again, Mafia: The Old Country is having their panel discussion on May 8th. The game's coming out 3 months later on August 8th. So just be prepared, everyone, that we might not see a major GTA 6 marketing period begin. And again, I understand this. Grand Theft Auto 6 is bigger than Mafia, but we might not hear anything major from Rockstar until July or August if Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive decide to follow the same pattern. Now, I believe we will hear at least something by then. In fact, as I talked about earlier in the video, we do have to hear from them in some way, shape, or form. We have to know whether the game is going to be still coming out in fall or if it's moved back. But as far as when Rockstar might tell us more about the game, in terms of really starting to ramp things up, telling us about the world of Vice City and the state of Leonida, hearing about our two main characters, Jason and Lucia, the plot of the story, the things we're going to be doing, the stuff you'll see in the real world like marketing, billboards, television advertisements, that might not happen until much later on in the summer, if indeed this is the new way that Rockstar's going to go about doing things. And as we heard recently from Strauss Zelnick in his interview that he did a couple of weeks ago, this seems to be the new standard for them, delaying things as long as possible to create excitement and anticipation.
One of the biggest questions right now in all gaming, in entertainment generally, is when does Grand Theft Auto 6 come out? Which seems to be a very carefully held secret. Why is it so carefully held as a secret?
The anticipation for that title may be the greatest anticipation I've ever seen for an entertainment property. And I've been around the block a few times, and I've been in every entertainment business there is. And we want to maintain the anticipation and the excitement. And we do have competitors who will describe their release schedule for years in advance. And we found that the better thing to do is to provide marketing materials relatively close to the release window in order to create that excitement on the one hand and balance the excitement with unmet anticipation. And we always get it exactly right, but that's what we're trying to do.
But anyways, that is all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Do you think it's good news what we heard from Mafia: The Old Country, when they're going to be talking about it next and when it will be releasing? What do you think that means for GTA 6? Again, let me know what you think in those comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys down there. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.